Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Finland. We're going for Crossing the Finnish Line. We have to make a continuous line of land down to the Cape from our capital over in Finland. We don't technically have to stay Finland, so Scandinavia might be on the menu somewhere. We have theoretically an option of forming Scandinavia before Admirtech 20, but that would require us to complete the White Death, which requires us to have the Baltic Empire, which requires us to have a bunch of land that is currently owned by our friend the Commonwealth, and I'm not sure that we want to waste time on going there. So we might wait until Admirtech 20 to actually do Scandinavia, if we do that at all. Assuming we don't need the Baltic for that, but I don't think we do. Scandinavian nation. We don't own Akershus, but we almost own Akershus, right? It's our subject. We can just integrate them. Otherwise, it's just Admirtech 20. So, easy peasy. If you paid tons of attention at the end of last episode, you heard a movement order, like, you know, this, in the last second or so. That was me sending this army north because our subject Norway is having issues again, beating 4.1 thousand freaking rebels. Yeah, we just need to eat Norway at some point. See them get crunched by... I mean, they knew the rebels were teleporting to Akershus. They didn't move their 2,000 troops. No, siree. Down goes Cartley. Good. Oh, we're capped on Pope mana again. Whoops. Let's just turn that into more... We'll just turn that into more mercantilism for now. It's a very easy button to press. It's a very... I won't say it's a very good button, but it's just long-term value for money. We're not even paying money for it, which makes it even better. I'm not even going to bring a real general here. Well, let's bring a Ranzu, I suppose. Somewhat real general to crush these rebels. I just don't want to stop our Edward here from drilling. Although you could probably argue that having Edward do the drilling is a bad idea. Because drilling accidents are a thing. And we'd prefer him not dead. But I mean, can't have everything. You can have a claim on Bornholm though, which is all of Denmark. And I think we do want to go and crunch Bornholm. There was some reason I wanted Bornholm. I'm not really sure why anymore. But I want it. And I will get it. Let's get you to Boing. Get you over there. And we're just gonna land a bunch of folks on Bornholm. Probably gonna have a stack of infantry land, crush all the enemies, and then move cannons in to do the actual sieging. It seems like a reasonable approach to me. Can I transport 14? There. And Ransu Janberg is going to be fine. Not having any maneuver is somewhat problematic. Maybe we do bring Edward for this. Fine. Fine. Then I guess Ransu can just do some drilling here. Maybe a Pelly should be doing the drilling. If they die, it's not a big deal. And if they don't, maybe they pick up a pip or two. That would be nice. Speaking of nice. Yes. Let's attach you to this thing. So I think just declare war on the Danes. What the worst that could happen? Let's not co-belligerent Rupee. I don't even want Rupee. The unit's not needed for war. Come on. Go back to drilling, please. And it's actually nice that you get these warnings. And that they auto-turn on maintenance and stuff. It's useful. It's just somewhat weird sometimes. It's really unnecessary. No, my truce to Frankfurt has ended. Come on. It's not that far from that boat. The agenda of the diet, what do you want? What do you want? Develop Usima. Yeah, I mean, we could have a bastion of staff or a fortress in Tver. I mean, we kind of want to upgrade the fort in Tver anyway, or we want to build a workshop or a counting house in Karelia. I don't know that a workshop in Karelia is particularly good. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Who's less happy right now? Who needs the leg up? Oh, they're both kind of happy. So two things I want to do anyway, and one gives me, each one gives me a development. I guess I prefer production development over a manpower development. So we burgers, and let me just plop down that workshop in Karelia, and that'll be done soon. Good enough. You finally got your landing on. There you go. Let's have... Should we? I mean, probably yes. I'm gonna leave 4 folks on there. Yes, ideally we're just sieging with cannons here. Oh. We do want to continue the siege while we are... while we're doing the transporting of cannons. The ooh I just said was because we need some blockading power. And if my transports leave, we take away the whole blockade, which would be bad. We still do that now though. We might be back for the monthly. Nah. Oh, we might be back for the monthly actually. Cannons, I want 5 of y'all. Attach. Boat. Get the blockade going. Nice. Didn't lose a tick. It's not actually a monthly tick, it's a siege tick. I mean, they're kind of monthly. Probably like 20 something days. What our siege tick time is? 20 days. More or less monthly. Either way, we didn't make it in time. We're not gonna have these cannons land in time, unfortunately. Because it takes forever to get off that freaking boat. Novgorod is centralized. Nice, nice. Novgorod is not the one where I asked you to remember the number. Did this go down by 2? I guess we did do some development in the meantime, or we took like Swedish lands, so can't really trust that. But these numbers are very, very low. How far away are we from another tech that gives us governing cap? Governing capacity, tech 17. So this tech and then another. Hum. Not sure how we're gonna deal with governing tech. But we shall find a way. Governing tech, governing cap. I really wish I had way more. But that would require either a lot more centralization in places that need it. Kind of looks like Novgorod might want another one. Let's just run another round there. See if that helps. 45 something in Novgorod. Ooh, power protection. What rival can we insult? Did scornfully insult an Ottoman rival the other day, so they like us more, which was probably France. Oh, can I even insult? Oh, if I do that right now, it doesn't do anything, right? Yeah. Yeah, insulting Russia or England won't do anything because we have a truce. And we already insulted France recently. So we can't actually do that. Can't really do that, Dave. But shouldn't we get the unified culture thing very soon? Oh no, because it needs to be owned. We don't own Norway. Very, very tempted to just eat Norway. Screw the whole colonization thing. Do we see Norwegian settlers anywhere? Not visibly. Norway, what are you doing with your money? State, army, corruption. Corruption? Is it worth paying Norway for another colony? Why not? Why not? It's just money. Subsidies. I'm gonna give you 2 ducats for 10 years. And ideally you're gonna use that for good. Rather than paying off more of your stuff. This should go up. It did go up a lot, yeah. And then hopefully they're gonna decide to do something useful with their money. This is done. Merge. Get on a boat. Attach. Get to Rostock. I guess we march into New European. England declared war on the Teotihuacan Federation. Teotihuacan, that's not you. Who are the Teotihuacans? Teotihuacans? Not that it matters. Kind of interesting to see most of Central America being actually Portuguese rather than. There are no Spaniards around here at all, are there? I mean, there's New Granada, I suppose. Okay, they have South America, as they should. But North America not being Spanish at all that's surprising. I think we may have to beat up Rupin here before the Danish are willing to give up on Bornholm. It's their capital after all. So crunch. And just remove all of the infantry, just leave the cannons. And this should be going quite quick like. We are not converting, we should be converting. Go. And then we're almost capped on mill. Could take mill take super ahead of time. Again, not particularly interested. So instead we're just gonna pump some mill into some place. It's not gonna be lucky. It'll be Westjylland, I suppose. Do you have encourage going? You do not have encourage going. Where are you? Oh, you're in Danger Town. Danger Town, Denmark. Maybe it's Åland then. It's also kind of Danger Town, but slightly less dangerous town. Let's go for encourage development. Clickety, clickety, clickety. And then once again, it's going to increase our governing cap issues rather than decrease them, which is a bit annoying. Speaking of a bit annoying, let's have some suppression on these Swedes. Come on, Rupin. Get it over with. No. I mean, at some point you'd expect people to just give up. Especially here. They could, I mean, I get gameplay-wise why that's not happening. But from a logical point of view, they really should just negotiate now that they know they can't win. And give me whatever I want, especially since what I want is not even a big deal. Merge these in there to make me some more money. You're down, good. Are you in a relevant trade node? Not really. Guess we could make you steer trade. Not that it's in any way, shape, or form relevant. But force religion, war reps, steer trade. 2 ducats. There you go. Made it for themselves. Out of my sight. And get there. And the next day we talk to the Danes. We say Bornholm is mine. Mine. And cash money. Ooh. All the cash monies. Grab. Yo, the corn grab. Grab and core. And that, as they say, is that. nicely enough, Bornholm is part of... What state are you? Is that part of... No, you're part of Denmark. Which does allow me to suppress in Bornholm without being on Bornholm. I mean, nobody wants to be there. So why did I want this? I wanted this for unified culture, at least. Oh, so we don't need to eat Norway. Nice. So own actually means own or have a subject own in this case. Good. It helps with the power protection is the main reason why I wanted it. It also helps with the H points, of course. Splendor might help us unlock another ability. Why do we never play a nation that has one of these things? Because these are all the big nations, and I don't play the big nations. But still, so tantalizing, I suppose, might be the right word. It's definitely annoying that there are all these things that there's essentially a whole mechanic we never use with these individual H objective things. I wonder if that would be worth expanding upon as paradox. Not sure. Not sure. Also wonder if I should turn you into a real combat stack. I actually might move into Russia from the south as well. It's somewhat risky because if there's a huge Russian stack here, we might just be stuck. I don't even know if there's forts in the way, though. There are no forts in the way. Good. So we should easily be able to combine our forces in the south. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. In 5 years. 5 years. Oh, I should have read that. France is attacking somebody. I didn't read who. I really should have, of course. What's Ust-Yusna again? Oh, I didn't mean to throw it away. Ust-Yusna? You. Why are you so unhappy? Because you're being converted. Fine. I accept. Attrition? I don't accept that. We do not accept attrition around here. There really isn't a place for this army to be, though. I guess it can be in Melikate. Especially if the Georgians are not following us. We might be okay when we're there. Might be. Why is everybody moving up there? I must have clicked something weird. Really just want you all to be part of this army. And, I guess we'll bring Apili along. Which was the wrong person to bring. But hey, I just want some maneuvers to reduce attrition potential. Which there is. Is there a better place for us to be? I mean, yes, I can split up the army, I know. Just wish I didn't have to. But I guess I do have to. Split in half in Sharon, half in Melikate. Which again, why I would pronounce it that way when it's nowhere near Spain, I don't know. Oh, you're attritioning now. What's with the inability to have a decently sized army anywhere? Don't want to retreat to Pskov or never. That's not happening. We actually have cavalry here. Oh, because we inherited it from Novgorod, I'm sure. That's why that happened. Cavalry. Who has it? Bunch of Catholics in the Commonwealth, and they don't like it? But you're Catholic. Catholic zealots are a weird thing. Why do they keep popping up in Catholic nations? Well, these are so small. They might be rebels from the clergy, actually. I could see that causes Catholic rebels to happen in a Catholic nation. It's not unreasonable, I suppose. Swedish separatists, 4 more years. Soonish we're gonna want to move all our western forces to the east. Because we want to beat up on this boy. Just gotta bring in the Bohemian friends, but we're gonna bring in the Commonwealth in Austria or something and that'll be fine. I am sure. Russia declared war on Oirat. No, it's probably not gonna keep them too busy unless Oirat has big powerful friends, which they do not. They're friends I've never heard of. Orokni and Nanai. Okay. This world is full of people I've never heard of in my life. Tapped on all the things. And the tech is, yeah. All the things except Dip. And Dip is the only one we need. Orland is cheap. So let's have some points in Orland. National institutions. Interesting. I think I just tell them that I am the state. I am the Senate. Because we have this button here. You can just go whoop. And I'll be fine. Yes, you could argue that we could have been spending monarch points because we're swimming in monarch points anyway. It's not entirely unreasonable. But I mean, we're also swimming in Pape Mana. Pape Mana? Sure. Papal Mana. Pope Mana. Up der Ends. Ooh, Wismar, hello. Have a manufacturing. The advantage of doing all that development is that we get a lot of extra places that like having buildings. Although I don't think any of the ones we just built, maybe except for the temple, were because of development. But still. New monarch in the Commonwealth and in Hungary, which is a union, which makes sense. Still kinda, not sure about that Commonwealth thing. Don't like this either. I don't like smugglers dominating. But is it worth taking a loan for? Probably not. And 2 months of message uptime is not going to give me that money back. I'm going to have to say it's too expensive, which is, it's bad. It's the bad option. But taking a loan seems potentially worse. Might not be worse. Things. Right. How much do you like me, Mr. Popeman? You could like me more while we have the time. And then. Ottoman's starting to understand that we're not that bad. We're making 3.3 yearly thanks to the extra improved relations we got ourselves. A bunch of relevant stuff, but this should unlock, yeah, a bunch of policies, and I think there were some nice ones here, right? I mean, I will take the AE impact, that was the plan. And I guess we're running the Integrated Administration Act, even though it doesn't really do anything right now. And if we ever need to, we can run the military foreign conscription centers to turn a mill point into a dip point if we go over our dip limit. Which might be useful. Spiring busted. That spiring is just busted. Now, so close. I do believe we can... Oh, Ranzu was our second best guy. He died from drilling because I'm a fool. I mean, I made him do it. It's definitely my fault. It is all my fault. Speaking of, how about a nice diet? Build a church in Zubtsov, which I feel like we're already doing. We are, so that will be easy for a base tax. Subjugation on Dithmarschen, I'm not interested. And a workshop in Novgorod. which we're not actually doing right now. It's going to take the clergy proposal. And then we're going to eat some more land, go back to 100% hopefully. While the burghers are happy, do I want to spend a little more? Probably should spend a little more on development. Is it lucky this time? Ooh, Wismar though. You don't even have encourage going. I also do not want to turn on encourage. Which means we probably should not be doing Wismar right now. Even though it's very cheap thanks to the cloth. But it's going to be cheap later when we can actually turn on the right edict for it. So I think it's decent to do lucky a little bit. And then maybe do a few clicks in Bergeslagen as well. While it's still cheap. That was a bit much, but do not want to turn on the edict in there or there. Or there. Are we good? Maybe a few more clicks into lucky. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Spend a bunch of that. Now we can steal the last bit of land that our state still had. Yoink. And I have an edict going somewhere, a development cost edict, right? Where it should be resistance of reformation. Up here. Religions enforced. And I think we do start moving our Mecklenburgian troops over to the Russian front. Alright, now it's a frontier, I suppose, not a front. Is that how that is differentiated? Is it a front while you're at war and the frontier? No. Frontier to me is something that's to do with, you know, colonization. The frontier. Or even space being the final frontier or whatever. Not that that's technically about colonization, but it's close. It is close. Useful services, a half price, level 3 Frankian Catholic Grand Capitan. Or France likes me, but France doesn't like me though. So, I mean, those services will be useful. I don't know why France doesn't like me. I know why France doesn't like me. I did rival them. They were like, oh, you're so nice. And we had, yeah, but really we're rivals though. Somehow they didn't appreciate that. Which seems rude. Speaking of rude, how powerful are you? You're not that powerful anymore. Good. I mean, they're not scary. But they're Miltech behind. And they don't have a million troops. We actually have more troops than they do. Okay, yeah, we'll be all good, all fine. More centralization in Skarneland. Now, Skarneland was at like, what was it, 35 or something? Is that right? I think that's the one I asked you to check, and it's down to 23 now. I think this did a lot. I think this worked exactly as I had planned. But do feel free to let me know in the comments whether that's not true at all. I mean, that should mean that another round here is still going to be great, right? And here, just keep hitting that button. Maybe that's just what you're supposed to do. If it is, it's somewhat annoying because, guy, you have to keep doing it. But if I just get free governing cap from this, although it doesn't seem to be a lot, I'm gaining more just from development in between these cycles. But I suppose it adds up, so I can't complain too much. It's impossible to complain too much. We should maybe look at stuff like courthouses. They don't take slots anymore, right? Yeah. You can just build courthouses now to generate governing cap. It's not a lot though, 9. I mean, 9 is not nothing. Let's build a few. Turn money into governing capacity? Sure. Also has some other effects, right? What does a Kodos do? aside from reducing governing cap, well, it pays for itself, helps with autonomy change, and does reduce state maintenance, so it even pays me some money. Okay. I mean, could be a lot worse, I suppose. You folks are here. You folks are here. You folks are somewhat ready. Maybe we'll have you in Turkey. And Dagestan. Dagestan? Still have 3 years. Doesn't hurt to be in place. As long as you're not being attritioned, in which case it does actually actively hurt people. Wouldn't hate having a second missionary. Is there a way we get a second missionary that does not take religious ideas? I guess if we were to take like Jerusalem or something, right? Do any of these give me a second missionary? Occupation of Rome. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. Wasn't there one for having Jerusalem? Thought so. Yeah, that's different. Don't know. Parliament could do it. But we chose not to take Parliament. Yes, we could still go for Parliament, but it'll be fine. Well, it's that time of the day again already. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and please keep looking forward to that Russian war, which is going to come any day now. Well, you know, in 3 years-ish. Thank you so much for watching. See you folks next time.